This video is brought to you by Squarespace, the all-in-one website platform for entrepreneurs to stand out and succeed online. Stay tuned to hear more.
I hate all of my yarn. I hate all of it. I started crocheting maybe 3 years ago, and since then I have been doing a horrible job at keeping my yarn stash at an appropriate amount. This entire year I've challenged myself not to buy any more yarn until I use up all of the yarn that I already have. This is just some of it. This is the bin that I have downstairs of yarn that I at least semi-enjoy working with. Upstairs, I have a whole nother bin that is even bigger than this. Today, I am going to be, or this week, I am going to be trying to crochet away as much of it as I possibly can, which I don't know how much that's gonna be possible. At the end of the week, whatever I make, I'm going to update and show you guys, and I just kind of want to document the process. So I'm gonna see how much I can get through this if I just truly dedicate my life to it. I've been making a series, TikToks, YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels about hating all of my yarn, which I think a lot of you guys really relate to. If you guys crochet or knit or do any sort of fiber arts, I'm sure you have also accumulated a big stash. I think I've only bought 4 skeins of yarn this year. I've used up all of them because they are yarns that I need to complete my other projects. And yeah, you guys are gonna come along with me on the journey.
This is my bin of yarn that I can stand looking at a little bit more than the stuff I left upstairs. A lot of this was thrifted, discounted, and that's why I bought it.
This bag in here is the most recent yarn purchase I made at the thrift store. This one's thrifted. This one's thrifted. I think everything else I did buy. I did feel a little bit more okay picking up brown yarn because I don't have any of it. I think I have some more works in progress in here too. Like here, we have a little gingham thing that I was working on. Another gingham thing. This is, I don't even know what this is. This is like a scarf I was working on, but I don't know if I'll ever even finish it because I don't really like it. And I also am really close to finishing this Daiso little ball of yarn that I got literally like a day ago, and I've actually been holding off, but I've made Miffy hoods out of this color. I really like this color.
Daiso haul. I got some little things, so we have these cups. I went a little ham today because there was just so much stuff and I bought more yarn. I'm not supposed to buy more yarn, but I low-key need it because I need to make Miffys and stuff. So this tiny skein of yarn, got these tiny jars, and I finally got this thing I can use to organize all my stuff. So I think I'm gonna go and organize some of my things that have been cluttering my desk. I can put it in there. But this yarn.
I think what I'm planning to do for a lot of this yarn is that I'm going to be making things for my personal collection. Despite how many projects I have in the works and how often I crochet, which is almost every single day, I crochet so much for primarily markets and selling stuff on my website, which if you do see anything here that you like, it is all for sale on my website. I don't make as many things for myself as I would like to, so I'd also like to challenge myself to use up more of this yarn to make things for my personal collection, because as far as it goes of things I have crocheted that I actually like for myself, I think I have only a handful of items. This crochet Miffy is probably one of my favorite things that I have ever made, but I don't think I've actually made many things like it. Brown yarn. So I'm just gonna lay down here, hang out, and we're gonna crochet together for a whole week.
Downstairs is gonna be my designated spot for filming. It's nicer down here, you know. I spend a lot of time decorating. My moss balls are over there. So I think I'm just gonna take yarn from here, from the buckets, and then I'm gonna just make stuff over there.
I'm gonna start by trying to finish this guy first. I'm really good at the crocheting part. I'm really bad at the taking the time to fully finish. I really don't pay attention to yarn hook size like nearly as much as maybe I should. Preemptively pulled out all of this yarn. Here's the bod, finish the hat, finish the head. Previously in one of my I hate all of my yarn episodes, when I was in Philly recently, I went to the creative reuse store there, and they had these fluffy balls of yarn that I don't even have anymore. I crocheted them away, but I got that and I got this one. And I do think white yarn, I need to work through what I have for sure, but it is the least annoying color that I have because I do always tend to use it. But
This with the Miffy is stressing me out, so I'm going to move on to trying to get this size down by making a Snoopy today. And I think I'm also going to use this color. That's so cute, oh my gosh. So we're gonna have a little like pastel Snoopy. Attempted to find the center pole, and I did the thing where you pull out all of the middle, so I will update you with the progress after I use this amount of yarn up. I'm currently attaching his legs. I kind of forgot how I did this last time. I suddenly just remembered I have to make a tail. I am so excited with how big it's coming out because I usually work with really skinny yarn, which is also why I wanted to make little plushies out of this chunky white yarn that I have. But look at it, I just made his tail. I'm so happy. Time to attach arms. Okay, this is a lot less glamorous than it looks online. Yeah. Here's the bod. Look at him go. He's officially done. Or his bod is done. Time to do his head. I just did the 2 ears right there. But you can see, like, the center pole, it is using up a lot of the yarn. I don't like doing the center pole as much for videos because you can't tell, like, how much yarn I'm using up. But I can see the progress inside. As I've been doing this, I'm realizing many things. This is a lot of yarn. I don't know if this bucket is going to be looking any different by the end of this week, but I guess we will try our best. If you guys have been wondering where all of the stuff I've been crocheting has been going, it has been going onto my website for sale, which is made with the sponsor of today's video, which is Squarespace. Without them, I seriously could not make art my full-time job. I just like can't believe I'm living this life every single day. And I'm so thankful for you guys for loving my art, and I'm so thankful for Squarespace because they make it so easy for me to make my own website. I am actually surprisingly really bad with technology despite living my life on the internet. But with Squarespace, my website currently looks like this. I have a lot of crochet little items on there. I have my stickers, I have my art. If you guys have been trying to make your own website, I highly recommend them. They have amazing templates for you to get started with so that you can make your website super easily, but also it's super customizable so it does not look like it was made from a template. I've worked a lot on my website and I'm so happy with all of the options that they have and all the new things that they come out with. They have great commerce tools that help me list my products. Super easy. You literally just click like 3 buttons and you have a product already up. They can do shipping for you, and they have great SEO tools to help you get discovered online, which is like when you type in little keywords, and that is so helpful when you're running a business because, you know, reach is everything. So if you guys have been wanting to start your own business, make your own website, or just make art a serious part of your life, I would highly recommend using Squarespace. If you guys want to check them out, they are linked down in the description box, and you can use the code TiffanyWeng for discount off your first purchase of a website or domain. Thank you so much again to Squarespace for sponsoring today's video, and now let's get back into crocheting because I have a lot of work to do. But the Snoopy is coming out beautifully. Also, this coffee is really good. I'm like looking at this bucket of yarn, and you know, this isn't even the yarn I hate the most, but even if this is yarn I like, this is just so much yarn. It's kind of insane. Can you tell the passage of time by the way the lighting is changing in this room? This much. Can I see through it? Oh my gosh, I can! That's crazy. I just finished the head. I'm gonna go stuff it and then we're gonna assemble everything. So I guess I'm gonna take all the pieces upstairs with me. Wow, I really finished a Snoopy today. I really shouldn't speak too soon though, because I'm really good at clearly just leaving things unfinished forever. Maybe we can be more celebratory once I actually finish the Snoopy. First Snoopy done. I am so happy I finished the Snoopy. Here is my celebratory avocado toast. Alright guys, so next project. This one I've been wanting to do, so I think I'm gonna try this one. I want to make like big plushies. Okay, so after some debate, I'm gonna use this one, and I probably will use up the whole thing of this, so say goodbye to this color I have. It is really cute. I have downloaded the pattern, so I'm gonna start working away at it. But right now it is 6:30
on September 17th. Let's see how much I get done. I guess I'll just start. I brought down my Tina lemur, which is one of my probably most recent plushies that I've made. I got my tiny hook because I like to crochet like big projects with smaller hooks. I really didn't want to go buy another thing, but I think it'll pay off because I already know what plushie I want to make next, and I need to slow down and not be so ambitious, but I'm just so excited. I love crocheting.
I'm gonna run to the store and see if they have a bigger hook.
The parking lot is so empty. I don't know why, but it's really pretty out here. I went and got these two. This one's green, which is really cute. I did want one a cuter color. This one is 3.25. This
We doing outside? We doing outside? Here's my progress. So it is the next day. Here's an update as Hot Dog is investigating. I was only able to get one arm, one head, which I mean, this was like 100 rows at its peak, and one ear. Do I want to mix in this color? Because I don't know if you can see as clearly on camera, but it is very different. I don't really want to. I kind of want to keep him black. I can't really tell how big this head is because I know the stitches were a lot, but I also used a really small hook. So I feel like after I stuff it, I'll be able to tell a little bit more. Here's how it looks stuffed. It has a bunch of fuzz all over it. It's not fully stuffed, which is why it is so lumpy. You can see how even my increases were though, because it's like doing this thing. I think this has something to do with my tension though. I don't think that's supposed to happen. But I used up all of my polyfill, so I guess it's a sign that I have to go to the store either way, so I guess I will buy another skein of this yarn, which I know totally defeats the purpose. Like, it totally defeats the purpose because I'm trying to crochet away my stuff. I promise that I will work harder for the rest of the week to make this up to you guys because I want to make progress too, but I really don't want to sacrifice all the amount of time and work I'm about to put into this because this project is really, really big. Things I'm getting rid of today. Lots of crochet related trash. Is this it? I think this was it. I'm having such a hard time because this is what I'm holding, but I should not get all of these. I need this one for the cat. I'm thinking of getting this green one because I'm about to finish up that Daiso ball of yarn and I'm gonna need more green, but I don't know if I want to get one from here. I think I'm just influenced because I'm already here, but the pearl spun yarn is just so pretty. Like, I really want to get this white one, but I feel like maybe I should wait. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna be so strong and not get that white one even though I want it so bad. It's so pretty. Alrighty, I have a haul for you guys. I was so brave. I went back and forth between getting that white one like 4 times, but as you can see, I left without it because I think I'm just forgetting what I have at home, which I feel like is really easy to do when you're shopping. And I was like, you know what? I can come back and get the white one if I really want it. So I got this green because I'm almost out of green. And I do use that color all the time. And then I just got another one of this color. But I really wanted to make this like chicken from this crochet book I got forever ago, but
That's not even the next project I was talking about making. The next project I was talking about making is gonna be out of black yarn that I already have. So I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna get I'll come back for the white if I really want it, but I'm gonna try not to.
Gonna go ship a package while I'm out here.
Where is it, bro? Where is it? Travels rolled. I still don't understand what I'm thinking. Boots that are rolled.
So I've kind of gotten cracking on this yarn already. As you can tell, I'm already ripping it apart, and I think I've made all of the pieces except for the legs and the body. So I think this will definitely be enough to get me through that. Hopefully I just use this whole thing up, but we'll see. But I picked out some colors that I want to use as like accents. I was gonna use like colorful colors, but I just decided that maybe it would be better to just do a black and white one for now. So I have this ball yarn that I actually really used to love. This that I used to make my Tina lemur, and this is like fancy yarn that I get from Philly, and I really love this stuff. I think it'll be really cute for some of the accents on the legs and stuff. So I'm gonna make the final limbs, and my toxic trait is that I think I can finish this today. Here is the little leg. This is the first one. I guess the body is the biggest part to tackle next, so here is the progress at 5:25, 5:35. Now it's time to change colors. Wow, cat with sock on confirmed. This is so satisfying. I love when there's a color change. It's only for like one row, but it's always so satisfying. I'm excited about the other leg because I think there's a lot more color changes on that one. 5:45. This yarn is so pretty, but I guess I have to take it apart now. I would have liked to have had it spun, but the woman that works at this place is not very nice. So I just like bought it and left. Here it is. This is actually very fancy stuff, but I don't make fancy enough things to really know about yarn material. I'm not quite there yet. Okay, I think I got it figured out. So I'm just gonna pull from here and wind it up into a ball. I have done this semi-often because this is how I wind up my yarn when it starts like collapsing on the skein.
To do here.
Have dinner with me. They bought the place in cash.
We'll figure it out. Back at it with 6:20, 6:30. Very satisfying color changes. I love how this is turning out. I use the sparkly one down here, and I think I'm gonna alternate with the sparkles. 6:40 and 2 legs all done. I had to extend this one a little bit because the sizes were kind of odd, but here is the last look at this little white ball of yarn because I'm about to make some little spikes out of them like these guys. All the spikes are done. This is how much I have left of this for the ear. Morning, friends. It is a new day, new cup of coffee. So here's an update on everything we finished. I did the body last night. 1 arm, 2 arms, 1 ear, another ear, the ginormous head, spike, 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 spike. Yarn check. Here's how much of these 2 that I have left, and the white one, but I'm really not in a hurry to finish up this one because this is literally my favorite yarn. 2 eyelids. So now I have left some of the accessories like the shoes. I have the green yarn that I sinfully bought yesterday. But I'm gonna use this to make the eyes, and I'll update you guys when I'm done. I'm gonna crochet in bed because this is honestly my peak, but starting a new ball of yarn. Color is beautiful. Starting the cape, here it is at 325, just this scrungly little string. 325. 345, 355, and we're almost done. Alrighty friends, here are all of the pieces. I think I'm finally ready for assembly / finally have enough courage for assembly because low-key did not need to make this piece yet. I still have other pieces to make. This is how much of it I have left. I just made this tiny little cigarette. All of it is chilling on the chair behind me. I may or may not have accidentally bought the wrong type of yarn at the thrift store. I saw these were little tufts. I didn't realize they were all cut on the end because this is for some other sort of craft. So I'm just gonna use them to semi-stuff. Just so you know, the head secretly has some green bits inside. Assembling this guy took me so long and the entire rest of the show I was watching, but I eventually got through all of it. The sewing was really hard, and I don't know if it's just like a me thing, but I just really suck at the assembly part of making stuffed animals. So there is a little bit of hot glue that I used to kind of just like hold things down while I did it. But overall, I got through it somehow. It literally took me the entire day, which was so long. Here is the finished result. So he used up 2 skeins of the black yarn, pretty much used up all of it, and then some minor amounts of the other colors that I used. But here he is. I don't have his clothes on yet because I need to make that, but he's looking real cute. I like him so far. So here he is, all done, and I am so tired that I am going to go rest. Look at his paws though. Red hole. Ooh. He's a bird. Good job. Packing some orders today really quickly. We have these sticker guys. This guy is so cute and has been a fan favorite, and some sticker sheets. We have the hot dog sticker sheets. These guys, the hot dog keychain. I'm so glad we have a fellow hot dog fan here. We have a party bug, which is also a fan favorite, and then a bunch of crochet items. So party bugs, but also it has some crochet items. So it really goes along with today's theme. We have one of these guys that sold. We have a tomato baby and a blueberry baby. So thank you so much for your order. This is going out to Aldo. So TYSM for helping me destash my yarn. And the other crochet package, we have this Miffy, we have a blueberry, and we have a strawberry. So thank you so much for these 2 orders. So it has been a couple days. It is officially time for me to tackle putting these Miffys together, and I just haven't been fully assembling them, but I cut out a bunch of faces last night, so these are ready to go. But I'm finally gonna put these together, which is going to make my total yarn count go down because I used up 2 balls of the fluffy white yarn for this. I used up all of what I had, and these guys came out a little bit smaller than the other ones, but I still think they're really cute. So the past few days have been kind of hectic. I've been doing a lot of other things, but I got through the 1 black ball of yarn. I've been putting off assembly because everything takes so long. Assembling the spiky black cat took me literally a whole day. So far, so far there's 3 of them. Yesterday I went thrifting, so I have the absolute perfect bin to store these in for now. Glorious. He's a big one. Found all these jars. I don't think I'll be getting all of them, but jar show and tell. This is $3 for all of these. And then tiny ones. Oh, the Google. Spooky. I'm still filming with no tripod, which is why the footage is all crooked and stuff. But I've honestly been loving slow progress. I hope you guys aren't like disappointed with how little progress I make in this video, because yarn is hard to get through and it's hard to get through really quickly. So I hope if it's just a few balls of yarn that I get through this video, you guys still enjoy it. So I have
this much left. I honestly love this series I've been working on of like I hate all of my yarn, and again I've been posting a lot of it on my TikTok, and I'm probably gonna cut this video up into a million pieces for TikTok. I have been just like on a huge like no buy, low buy kind of mindset, and I talked about it a bit in my last video. There's another one all stuffed, and you guys seem to really resonate with it. I just feel like this year realized how much stuff I have. I've been trying to do like Project Pan. Have you guys seen those videos on TikTok? I'm like obsessed with those videos where you just use up stuff that you already have in the house. If you've been over consuming, which I am definitely very guilty of in the past, of over consuming a lot of stuff. So I've been trying to declutter, get rid of stuff, sell stuff on my Depop, stuff like that. This is the last one I have. So I made 13 of these. I love the chunky little bodies. There's 13 of them on the floor here. Let me show you.
This is kind of my view right now. I don't remember how many faces I cut out, but I think I did around like 12. So I think that will be perfect. But here they all are. Excuse the hair if you ever see any on the floor. I am but a girl. But here are the pieces we have left right now. So all the ears, and then I have a lot of these green pieces. I'm gonna finish up this ball of yarn today. I think I'm just gonna make a bunch of these leaves because I do need a bunch of them for fruits that I've been making. This is the last one that I am closing up. This is probably my least favorite part of doing this. Now that I've finished all of these, I'm thinking about the Project Pan stuff that I've been so obsessed with. I organized my shower yesterday, and do you guys want to see it? Because it looks really nice. I've only recently reorganized all of my like facial stuff, but these are what I'm using right now. Some of the things are not what is in the jars because I move things around. This is the hair oil that I'm using, and I have the matching that I just got a refill for, which was really satisfying. I got a new conditioner because I finally finished my hair mask, so that's what I have. And then this is my facial cleansing stuff. Super random, but I just wanted to share because look at the colors. They're all so cute together, like what the heck? But let's go complete these Miffys. So here are all the bods. They're so chunky and round. They look like little marshmallows. And here are all the ears. So I'm just gonna glue these on. So now we just glue the rest of the stuff on. Beep. Beep. So I'm gonna hold these. And now the face. And here's one Miffy.
Interested? No.
As you can maybe tell, I'm watching Friends again. I finished the show Good Girls that I was watching. I didn't like the ending, but overall, it was a pretty good watch. It was interesting, and it was probably the newest thing I've watched in a long time because I don't really watch new shows, as you can tell, because I'm watching Friends again for the 16th time. Okay, I was low-key a little bit stressed because I felt like the first one I made came out kind of ugly, which I swear always happens. This one looks not great. I don't know if you guys see a difference. Let me know if you do. I think the eyes are too far apart on this one, but they're all still very overall cute. So we have 3 so far in the making. But this is my favorite part, is like gluing on the little faces and stuff. So I'm just like super happy right now. And I've been able to make like 3 TikToks out of them. I know a lot of people don't like the content creation side, being an artist. I think there's a lot of different ways you can view content creation though. One of them is as a documentation of your life, and that's my favorite way of making stuff, is just like documenting this moment in my life, because life is fleeting, you know, and I've always been like a journaler, vlogger. I just like to like really document exactly what's going on. So that is my mindset and what helps me create content. You don't have to subscribe to that, honestly. Like if you don't want to do social media, I don't think you should. I have 2 extra bodies with no ears. I think, let me see. I have 2 from last time as well. So these will remain, unfortunately, slightly unfinished for now. One of my videos on Instagram actually like blew up, which was insane. More documentation of the current state of my life. Can you see that? My brightness is too high. I always do that. Perry the Platypus video has gotten 260,000 views. I'm not really one that like goes viral very often. That's not really my type of activity on the internet. Where are my followers at right now? I'm at 2348, so that's where I'm at. On TikTok, I'm at 8,350.
54. So my goal for TikTok is to reach 10,000 so that I can monetize, which I don't know how that'll go because I've never really monetized off TikTok. A lot of people say to do like the TikTok shop, but I don't really enjoy doing that. I mean, a lot of people also say to do YouTube Reels, and I was really stubborn about it, and I was just not doing it for years. Like, honestly, my YouTube channel was at like a plateau for like 2 years, and I was kind of just too stubborn to like try something new, and then I finally did with the Reels. Does anyone want to adopt the bald Miffy? Let me know. If you guys want a bald Miffy, I have 2. I don't think anyone will want this, but it's just so funny. But this is what it looks like down here. Look at all these Miffys, they're so cute. Wow, thrift store haul. We got jars. I got 2 of them. I got these shorts. Slay, they're Nike. Let's put Miffys in bin. Oh my gosh, there's so many. And so here are all of the Miffys that I finished in all their glory. So cute. I'm gonna go update my website with these right now, but they